Hello, and welcome to the Domain Podcast. This is episode 3. I'm your host, Fyro, accompanied by my fellow hosts.
Hi, my name is James, or Meme Lord Vape.
Hi, they call me... Oh.
I'm just like, God fucking damn
I introduce myself. Thank you very much, James.
Yeah.
I'm sorry! Nate introduced... Well, Nate, like...
I, gestured to you, but then you were supposed to gesture to us, and you just didn't.
That's what I did, but he started
No, but
pulling
you,
up-
kept talking, and also my host, and then you kept going.
Can we leave all of this in, please?
Yes, we're going to.
Yes, we'll leave it all in.
Anyways.
We'll leave...
Hi, everyone. They call me Naz, and some call me Naz. Welcome to the podcast.
Clever. Okay. Last time, oh man, the hottest hunk of the heartthrob of Domain Podcast, you, my good sir, had a story to tell us last time. And now this time...
That is what they call me.
That is what they call me.
Heartthrob of the Domain Podcast.
The heartthrob of the
it's
Domain
right
Podcast.
on his birth certificate. Like, if you look at his birth certificate...
It is.
Right there.
It's right there.
In fact, it's trademarked, so if you're not saying it with the trademark, I will know, and I will come to your house and beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Make sure you're saying it with the trademark.
I learned the hard way.
Yeah. Nas can just hear, telepathically whenever someone says his name.
I just know.
Yeah.
And it's extremely rude, and I want you all to know that I will come to your house and personally beat the fuck out of you.
I hope so. Oh, God.
And I won't feel bad about it either.
I mean, anyways, tell your story.
Alright. It was about 10th grade, I'd say. 10th, 11th grade. I think it was during... No, it wasn't during testing. That's a different story. I had math class as my very first class in the morning. I only had 4 classes a day. I had math, I had Spanish, then I had English, and then science. My science class, I had no teacher. He was unfortunately in the hospital. My English class, my teacher expected a lot of things from me. You know, it was one of those teachers where it's like, I know you're smarter than this. Focus on your work.
Oh, boy.
And then my Spanish teacher, kind of the same deal. Honestly, all my teachers were like, you should try harder. I know you're capable of better. And I just was lazy as hell at the time. But start off my first, before school. Something drove me. I went to the kitchen. I just looked on top of the fridge, and there was just this bottle of Caribbean pineapple rum. And something in my mind was like, you should drink that. You should drink that.
You should.
Screw today. You should absolutely drink that. So I got the bottle. I got a nice little plastic water bottle. And I poured this, clear liquid into the water bottle. And I drank some. It was fucking fiery hot in my throat. And burned like hell. But
Delicious.
it was a little yummy,
Yummy.
So I sit down and I did my daily ritual of, getting ready for school, etc. And I get on the bus, go to school, etc., etc. We arrive. I'm in the cafeteria with a bunch of my, my usual gang, the usual suspects. And I'm telling them about this rum, and I'm like, damn, this shit's delicious. And they're like, no way that's actually rum. And I'm like, yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. He's like, oh, yeah? Let me waterfall. So I'm like, okay. He waterfalls it. To his surprise, it actually was rum.
Yeah.
And it burnt his throat.
Ooh.
I was like, ha, told you. So, day goes on. Get into math class. Tell my friend Charles. Also didn't believe me. He tried it. And he was like, oh, that's good. I like that. And then he took it away from me. Smart, good friend thing to do, to be honest.
Yoink.
Yeah, he took it away from me, right? And the thing about Charles is he's big. I'm talking really tall, really big fellow, I think his shoe size was like a 14. Like, he's a big guy. So I wasn't getting that back until the end of class.
Yeah.
So I just sat down in math class or whatever and just kind of chilled and did whatever. At this point, nothing really kicked in. I didn't even like drink enough or anything to really kick in or for me to get tipsy. But he hands it back to me, and then I drink a sizable amount. And math class is over. We're going to Spanish, and my dunderhead absolute blunder of a mistake. I forgot we had a test today. And it was like a pretty important test. And like by now it's starting to kick in. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can just cheat or something, I sit right next to Charles. Charles kind of knows what he's talking about. And this is a different Charles, by the way. There's two Charleses.
Okay.
But, so I'm like, oh, he kind of knows what he's talking about. Let me just cheat off of him. And then the teacher calls me and she's like, sit on the other side. You and Charles talk too much. And I'm just swearing like crazy in my head. I am absolutely like, how am I going to do this? So I like focus all my strength into my motor functions and I walk straight to the other side of the classroom. I sit down, she passes out the test, and I'm like, okay, this is literally in my blood. I cannot fail this test. But I'm also like, man, this is extremely blurry. I don't know what any of this is saying to me. However, luckily, I did the test and I got an 86 on it.
Oh, not bad.
So I did actually really well.
Yeah.
Despite being like tipsy and drunk. By then, I've drunken like pretty much most, if not all of the rum.
Wow.
And it is now the second to last period of the day, English, and I'm just out of it. Like, I could move my hand very slightly, and it's gonna like fucking swing out or something, like.
My God.
Like, I am just gone. So I'm like, I wobble myself into the classroom. I sit down at my desk. And then I tell my friend Joseph the situation. And he's like, okay, just don't say or do anything. And I'm like, okay. And he, like, starts FaceTiming his girlfriend or whatever. And me, being the drunk person I am, I'm just like, oh, hello, you're pretty, very pretty, pretty, pretty. Because I'm all loopy and
That's
woozy.
hilarious.
And he's like, bruh, please shut up. And I'm like, haha, pretty lady. And I was just causing so many like issues for him specifically.
That's hilarious.
I didn't do any work in that class. All my other classes I was able to like get something done in. That one I didn't do shit. I didn't do anything at all. Couldn't
Fair enough.
And by the time that class was over and it was science, I was like out of it. Like, it was just hangover central. Like, massive headache. Luckily we didn't have a teacher or anything like that, so I put my head down and I like slept for the entire fucking class. And then when I woke up, I had a massive headache still.
Yikes.
And that just continued on until I got home, and then I went to bed again, and then I woke up later, and I was like, okay, well, probably not gonna do that again for a while.
Yeah.
And that was that. That was the rum story for high school.
Damn.
Wow.
I would, dude. What was your thought process when you thought, man, I'm gonna drink this rum? Why did you do that?
It was pretty delicious, and also, I hated school.
Fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it.
You said you kept it in like a water bottle. You didn't put it like in one of those like spring like water bottles, like the clear ones. You put it.
No,
Like,
I
what'd
did.
You put it in? You did?
It was like water.
It was a clear rum, so it looked like water. Unless you shook it, but I didn't shake it.
And no one could smell it off of you or anything?
No.
Or, wow.
If anything, if they did, it wouldn't have smelled like alcohol. It would have smelled like pineapples.
That's true. It's like, wow, you smell lovely. Is that pineapple?
Yeah. New cologne.
No one knew except the people I told.
Damn.
No one knew except the people who knew.
Yeah.
That was the longest silence known to man. Holy shit.
I don't know what else to add. I mean, I think everything was just
this
said there.
This episode's dog shit.
Guys, we're very sorry. We're very tired.
This is
and
not
we don't
gonna
know.
be in. Anyways.
We're gonna be 100% honest with you.
Unless
we
want to
keep doing this. We want to keep doing this podcast. It's just right now, we don't know what the fuck to talk about.
No, we're just tired. We're very tired.
We're just tired, and we just don't know what we're gonna
busy
talk
gentlemen, whom start tired, but that was a good story, Nas. I enjoyed it, and also
I'm running on 4 hours of sleep right now.
Yeah. Also, James had a story. James,
I did.
Tell the story of all the bitches that you get, all the women you fuck, and all of the hot, sexy studs you come across. Nas, get off your fucking swing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
As soon as I mention James is about to talk, you're just...
Alright, well, I think everyone knows how much sex I have with Nate's mom. Let's talk about the other bitches.
What?
But in all reality, last night, my roommate and one of my suite mates went out, and they took me to a strip joint. A strip club, if you will. And I'm probably going to explain it in the most whitest way possible, because I felt nervous as fuck going in there. First, when they're like, hey, let's go to a strip club, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fucking fun. And it was fucking like 18 degrees outside, so I was like all bundled up and shit, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's cold. So we head out, we took an Uber there because my buddy Derek would have taken his truck, but sadly it's broken. But we took the Uber, we went over to the strip club. What we did first is we went into an alleyway because my buddy Ben wanted to smoke a joint out in the alleyway. And like, you know, they were just walking down and stuff. They were gonna go smoke their joint. I was following them. I'm like, bro, this alleyway is like sketchy as hell. This seems like the kind of fucking place that like Batman's parents got fucking shot.
Oh my god.
Like I'm walking down this alleyway. It's fucking cold, wet, and damp. It's dark as hell.
Perfect place to smoke.
Like, yeah. I don't know what the fuck kind of joint they had, but like he took like one smoke of that and he was fucking dying.
My god.
He smokes a lot of weed. It was just there's a lot of like shit in that.
Heroin.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, so we're just, you know, had a little bit of smoke break and stuff, and then afterwards, like one of the windows in the building we were next to in the alleyway, the light just like instantly turned on, and we got fucking scared, so we like booked it like across the street to the strip club. Either because my buddy Ben was near the window, so it could have either been the motion detectors went off, or or the building was haunted, or we almost got fucking
or bro's coughing got you caught.
The coughing set off all the sensors.
Yeah.
Like a fucking Mission Impossible movie. It's just like like with sirens alarm. Sirens go out, fucking. But we go into the strip joint. You know, we had to go and show our IDs for verification and shit. You know, we showed our IDs. Obviously, I was of age to go in. You know, the ripe age of 15. No.
Oh boy. Golly
we went in there. And then we had our seats. Earlier, I was excited. Now I was just nervous. Really nervous.
Uh-oh.
Because I was just sitting there with my dudes in this all right. It was kind of run down. It was like, meh. I mean, there was some presentation to it, but then again, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
James, don't you
What?
know? Strippers smell fear.
Yeah.
That's how they get more
hunt.
money out of you.
Yeah, I heard. I learned that the hard way. So we just sat down. Music was blaring so goddamn loud. Like, it was like fucking ear piercing at points. It was just like, I couldn't hear it. I had to like get closer to my friends. I was like, what? I can't hear you. I'm deaf.
Nah, James was just an old ass man. There was no music playing at
Yeah.
all. He was fucking delusional.
Whereas we didn't even go to a strip club. It was
Yeah.
just like a fucking schizophrenic dream.
Just a warehouse for them to smoke in. And you just thought it was a strip
Yeah.
club. They told you it was a strip club and you like believed them.
So my buddy Derek, he had some ones on him, so he gave me some ones. And let me tell you, the strippers that were there, it kind of sucked.
What? Were they hot?
No.
What?
What? You're telling me Candy wasn't working that day? Bruh.
No. I mean,
What a waste.
it's very awful because they have the body physique and they're kind of like the kind of strippers that you feel like you've known them from like high school or something.
Oh
They're like
no.
those kind of
The
people.
fail.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I know a lot of
Yeah.
strippers from high school.
Like they
Yeah,
were the one who was out there when we got there. She was she was off, you know what? She made me feel uncomfortable for the wrong reasons. She kind of reminded me
What?
of she kind of reminded me of She Should Not Be Named, which kind of almost made me vomit on the floor
Oh
thinking about it.
no.
I know.
Oh
It was
no.
so bad. She looked awful.
Oh.
She had like, tattoos.
It's just
and
her
shit.
from the future.
Oh my god. Probably.
I'm surprised she didn't set off the smoke alarm. Anyways. But like there was her and there was this like stripper who came out. She actually looked really fine. And luckily enough, she was the one.
I'm so sorry, James. I've never heard someone say that so white in my life.
I know. Please don't add this. Please don't
She actually looked really fine. No fucking way.
I'm sorry. I can't do this. Fuck the podcast.
Pretty fire, guys!
She was pretty fire.
Wowzer.
Golly, gee willikers.
Gee Willikers.
Yeah.
I found her
Oh my
really
God.
hot.
She is very gorgeous to me. Okay.
I tried to hold back, but I just could not, dude. You said that so white. Holy shit. Please
No, but all
continue,
seriousness.
please.
In all seriousness, I'm going to try to say this not
Yeah.
as white as possible. She was hot. You know?
Mhm.
Like, she was the hottest one compared to all the other ones. But, like, and Derek was just like, oh, this is my buddy's first time at a strip club. Here, give him a lap dance. So I'm just like, I was nervous. I was surprised. I didn't even know what to fucking think of it. And, like, I remembered what Nas said. Stop being yourself. You're scaring the hoes.
Exactly.
So
Words
I
to
just
live
sit
by.
there, relaxed, and what happened, happened. And
Did you enjoy yourself?
I enjoyed myself.
Let's go!
I enjoyed myself. I did. And the funny thing,
Nas, but you're oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please, James. Go
Nas
on.
really did say, wow, that's a really cool story.
Yeah.
Apologies. Go on, James.
It's okay. But yeah, I had my very first lap dance, and I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself. It was a very fun experience, and I kind of had the greatest like luck that night with what stripper gave me a lap dance. My friend Ben, though, there was 3 strippers that night. There was only the 2 at the beginning that I was talking about, but then a third one came in. You thought the first one was bad. This one was interesting.
Uh-oh.
I saw her, okay. I saw her walk up on stage, and the only thing that went through my head was dread. And lots of it. Derek conveniently walked to the bathroom, so we didn't have to experience any of this. And I'm just sitting there, and then she walks up to my friend Ben.
Oh, poor Ben.
Let me describe you. Let me describe you this woman. So she's wearing like lingerie-esque sort of like attire, basic stripper attire, and her whole upper half is built like a rotisserie chicken.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Like, if you could picture that in your head,
That's hot.
She was quite on the heavy side of the spectrum, and before you say,
well, James, you're one to talk.
I am one. I'm a heavy man myself. I get the fat card. But anyways, she goes up to my friend Ben, and like he didn't even pay her anything. She just went straight to town, just giving him a lap dance. And I saw the look on his face. We both looked at each other like it was like some sort of like comedy movie where it's just like he had like a face of like, please save me, please save me.
Oh no.
And I got a good look of the situation. Yeah, she had like a butt plug that lit up. Different rainbow colors.
Come on, man.
Poor Benjamin.
And like he didn't have any dollar. Like she wanted like, hey, you want to put $1 in my panties? So it's just like, and he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to do that. And I was just like, don't worry, I'll pay for my friend. And I just put $1 in there. Like, I didn't touch her or anything. I just put $1 in there. Surprisingly, it stuck to her.
Oh.
That was so weird that it stuck to her.
I don't like that. That makes it even worse.
I didn't like it either.
Oh no.
And she and then she left and she started working on the pole. And when she was on the pole, she was doing spins and stuff. The pole looked like it was bending.
Oh my god.
It physically looked like it was bending. You saw it like shift like a little bit. It was just like flabbergasted. I almost said flabbergasted. I almost got white again. I'm so sorry. That slipped out.
Well, that was just
my whiteness
bonkers.
is showing.
This is the episode where we get canceled.
What?
This is the episode where we get canceled.
For all the body shaming.
Body shaming. Well, I mean, come on.
Okay. All right. I want to clarify this. I want to clarify this, and this is very important. Mad respect to these women. They're trying to make a living, and, they're trying to make ends meet the best that they can. However, however, I'm just speaking on my own personal beliefs and halves and shit. It was
Nas, put
continue.
away.
Please.
Put away your
my
video
bad. Sorry.
games.
Sorry.
Play Clash.
Please, James, continue.
Okay. But yeah, after that situation, Ben was just like very uncomfortable, and we decided to leave. But I still have more stories of that night. So when we got there, we weren't, of course, the only people there. When we got there, there was like a group of 3 guys, a lot older than us, just there, enjoying their times. It must have been like someone had like a fat stack of money, because this guy like took out like $700 in ones.
Oh my god.
And like used it to the night. Bro paid the strippers like $100, and like he got like the full VIP experience. Like, I don't want to go into graphic detail because no, that I don't think that would be well. It depends on how much money you spend. I don't.
Who knows?
But like, without getting into too much detail, this guy got the full package, literally and physically. But yeah, like this guy like was like manifesting money out of like nowhere. Like he was throwing like ones after ones after ones. He was getting the experience. Like he was watching a stripper on the pole while he had his own stripper next to him and stuff.
He knows what he's doing.
Just, like, he
Seasoned vet.
knew how
Seasoned vet.
he knew how to spend his money. He knew how to spend his money.
I guess so.
And like he was making it rain while I had $4 to my name and I was trying to make it drizzle.
Oh no.
It was 100% chance it would rain with this guy, 5% with me. But I was hesitant of my money.
Did your game crash?
I didn't interrupt you guys when telling your stories.
I installed Clash Royale.
Bro, sorry. We had to do our dailies.
Yeah, sorry. I play Clash Royale all
Couldn't
the time.
wait. After I told the story, I mean, the day is still here.
My bad. I actually meant to
maybe.
turn it down that time. No, please continue. I'm just gonna check some stuff.
Then we got all the rich, those rich group of guys, spending all those ones and stuff. And then like there was a point where we were there for a bit, and then we had to, get out of the place for a second because Derek and Ben wanted to go to the bar to get some shots.
Of course.
Obviously using their fake IDs. In actuality, I am actually the oldest one compared to the both of them.
Yikes.
Right?
Yeah. So they got their drinks at the bar. I couldn't come in because I don't have a fake. I'm only...
It gets worse and worse. It just
Guys,
gets worse and worse every time.
Come
Oh
on,
my
man.
god.
Come on! I'm trying to tell a story here!
Sorry, I saw a funny video link.
Yeah, okay. Funny video
But-
link. No.
They went to go get their drinks at the bar, and I had to stand out in the frigid cold weather. It was unbearable, honestly. They weren't even there for long, but the shit was so fucking cold out. Like, I almost fucking froze. I almost fucking became a fucking snowman. The shit it was so cold that day. It was really fucking frigid, like, it was just cold. I don't know where I was going with that, but it was
Just cold, man.
It was cold.
It's been cold out recently.
And then we went back into the strip club. Of course, we didn't have to verify our IDs, which we were worried about. We thought like, oh, we have to verify our IDs, but no, we were fine. But there was more people there, and apparently there was a birthday party there.
There's a birthday party at the strip club?
Oh yeah, there was a
Let's
birthday party
go.
at the strip club. A bunch of grown adults and some grown women at the strip club for a birthday party.
I would hope they're grown.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You never know. But like, I lean to Derek and be like, "Man, they got the wrong address. Chuck E. Cheese is down the road."
Chuck E. Cheese ain't. This ain't Chuck E. Cheese.
Could you imagine? She's like, "Man, we just want to have a grown up birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese." I'm like, "No, we made it to the strip club. That doesn't look like a rat." Well, close enough. They saw the stripper and it was just like, "Oh, this must be Chuck E. Cheese."
Must be.
Okay, now that's bad. That's bad. That's a no.
What do you mean? Chucky is my favorite stripper.
Chuck E. Cheese, the first stripper.
Yeah. Chucky the
I
mouse.
love Cucky cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. But yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese.
that was, Derek was actually really upset. Both Ben and Derek were really upset. Ben was upset for different reasons, but Derek was upset because it wasn't like the experience that Ben and Derek had like a few nights prior at the strip club.
Oh.
When they went back, they saw like pretty decent strippers, and apparently they were fully nude. These strippers,
What I'm hearing is they didn't know the schedule.
Yep.
I'm guessing that's the case. I'm guessing there is a schedule to this place. I'm not sure of.
There's a schedule to everywhere.
That is true. There is a schedule to everywhere. But, yeah, so, they were mad. They like, hyped it up. Like, I went in with high expectations. I came out, honestly, wanting to vomit, but, I still had a pretty good time. I had the best end of the deal. But,
yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun
Poor
experience.
Poor Ben. I feel bad for Ben.
I do, too. On God, he got violated more ways than one.
Yeah.
Bro.
Can't you just be like, go away?
I felt bad because I didn't want to give anyone money. I could have gave that one girl money, but I don't know why.
You didn't? You didn't give
should've.
the only hot one money?
Oh wait, no, Derek paid for me.
Oh.
Well, technically Derek paid for the whole experience because he had all the ones.
I see.
But, so what I'm hearing is Derek
Derek
has a lot
is
of
your
money.
sugar daddy. Yeah. Hey, yo.
Now, Nas, I know Derek is technically your sugar daddy, but he was treating me to an experience. Do you want me to ask Derek if he can buy you like a fucking Lamborghini or something?
I want you to ask him for my allowance.
Okay, I'll make sure when he comes back to ask him for.
Yeah, for your allowance.
Mm-hmm.
From Derek the sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of sugar daddies, there's a
Sugar Derek.
I feel like we should bring up two people in our lives that are quite the interesting pair and quite also the unfunny pair.
Nate and your mom?
What the fuck?
No.
Who are these
At this
two?
point, we know them.
No shit.
We know 'em.
We know him.
Oh,
I genuinely don't know who you're talking about.
we're talking about and
Oh my god.
I wanna talk about these guys.
Go ahead.
Right.
This is all you.
I'm gonna censor the names just because they might listen to this podcast.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So let's not name them again. I'll just censor them.
Damn, who should we go first? I guess we could talk about first because his history is a lot.
To name them.
Oh. I thought you were gonna censor them. I'm sorry.
I'll censor that one too now. You can't make this shit up. I'll censor that now, obviously, but just don't do it again.
We're gonna.
Okay, so we'll call that one that you just named number 1, and we'll call the other one number 2. Okay.
Okay. So number 1 was an interesting character. We met number 1. Did we meet him on Valorant? I think we met him on Valorant.
Yeah, we met him on Valorant.
Yeah,
Back in
that's how we met Nas. We met Nas on Valorant.
Technically, yeah. We met Dylan on Valorant. We met Nas through Dylan.
Yeah, unlike Nas, number 1 wasn't really the best keep we ever had.
No.
No. But number 1, he was kind of a douchebag. I think I could say that for certain. He was kind of a.
I think
no, not kind of. He was pretty much a douchebag. That was kind of his whole personality.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, the man, he wasn't even the smartest either. He kind of just spent his money wherever.
Yeah.
Exhibit A. One time I was playing Left 4 Dead with number 1 and number 2 respectively, and number 1 said, "Hey, I'll buy you Grand Theft Auto 5 if you jump down this elevator." So I really just pondered for a moment. Would I rather kill myself in a video game for a $50 game, or stay alive in the video game? I think the answer was pretty obvious. I think the answer was pretty obvious. I jumped down the elevator and lo and behold, I got my game. But that wasn't the first time.
Sugar daddy material.
Yeah. Number one was basically my sugar daddy. He bought me most of my games in my library. I don't know why he kept buying them. He just didn't understand the word no. But I don't care. I got free shit out of that, so.
You see,
remember, guys.
The thing about number one is that not only was his father like into like the cryptocurrency and whatnot, and was basically just funding, him, but he doesn't know how to make actual friends, so he thinks he can buy them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Is that really true about his father?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. The more you know.
Yeah, he was an interesting character. He
that makes sense. That kind of makes sense.
He was just a genuine asshole. He's like the edgy middle schoolers from 2014 and 15 that say the N-word or just like make like, I don't know, Nazi jokes or like something like that, just some dumb unfunny shit. He was like that.
He was
except
never really.
He was like
he was mostly
16.
Sexist.
Yeah, that goes along with it too. Sexist stuff too. It's just offensive, quote unquote offensive humor. That's just edgy. It's so funny. You guys won't get it because you're just not as edgy or like whatever. But it's literally just being an asshole.
Listen, I love a good edgy joke from time to time, but like,
so
this
his
guy
whole
was
personality.
just cracking them out. Like, yeah, it was basically his whole fucking personality.
And there's a way to do it, and he did not know the way to do it.
No,
it's a very subtle art. There's a science to it. This guy, he didn't understand. He didn't understand it at all, and it showed.
Very loud too.
But he was very loud. But what broke the reason why we don't talk to number one anymore is because obviously we made the right decision to remove him from the friend group. But what happened was number one made a very interesting insult towards the wicked bitch of the West.
Don't call her that.
Well, I gotta censor her somehow.
You might as well just say her name at that, but he's fucking might censor her somehow.
I'm sorry.
So the person I was dating at the time, he was also a part of. She was also a part of the friend group. I don't date men. I'm not gay. She was also a part of the friend group.
Well.
Unless it's Nos and James, my husband's, but she was part of the friend group too, and he would always make oddly sexual comments towards her, and I didn't like that. I talked to him about it multiple times. I was like, dude, one more time and you're out. And he was like, okay, I'm sorry. And then he fucking did it multiple times after that, and then he was out as a result. And I banned him.
What was the last one that he said?
I don't remember. I think it was because fucking.
Oh, it's when he was talking about him dreaming about something him.
Oh yeah, it was the dream one.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically what he said, but
I kind of remember the concept, but I don't remember what he specifically said.
Yeah, something along the lines of
it was
dreaming
gross,
about
and
you
at the time it was gross.
It was gross. So we banned him, and then number two, who was also in the friend group, followed along because he was like best buds with number one.
It helps to have a filter of some kind.
It
you
does.
You can't just say whatever you like.
Oh yeah.
Just because you have free speech doesn't mean you should utilize it completely.
Yeah.
Right. Everything I say is like a loss. Like swing and a miss. Everything I say, either it's too white, not funny, or C, all the above.
Yeah, exactly. But freedom of speech, only the people don't realize that only protects you from the government acting upon what you say. It doesn't stop me from beating your ass for saying something offensive.
The internet, it's a whole different ballpark, buddy.
Good heavens, I know.
Yeah.
But
the thing that infuriated me the most about number one was the fact that he would do these horrible things or say these horrible things, and then come crying like he wants to change and be a different person. And
Oh
then
yeah,
he
I
wouldn't.
totally forgot about that.
He just wouldn't change.
Yep.
Yeah. So number one, he. I remember getting some messages from number one. You know, he would send all the. It was basically a copy and paste message. It's not like he, hand typed all of them out. He just typed one and just sent it to all of us. But like, it's just like, don't worry. I know I've been a dick, a jerk, and stuff, and all that. But I want to change. I want to change for the better. And like Nas said, he doesn't fucking change.
He did that multiple times. He
Brought
brought us out of the server into a group chat, and he was like, "Look, guys, I know I'm an asshole. I don't mean it. I'm sorry. I'll change. I'll be a better person." He did like 5 times and did not change even a little bit after any of them. He was just a dick. Like, I don't know. None of us really liked him from the start, except number 2.
Fixing him.
The only change that number one did to any of like this that was going on was the fact of how different of a change he could say that I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm very sorry. I've messed up. I'm in a low state, guys. It's just Now number two. Number two, we've known a little bit more than number one. Not by much, but Nate has the most history with number two than most of us here.
Yeah.
Would you like to give the backstory of number two, and then I'll piggyback off of you?
Number 2 was just a friend of the girl that I was dating at the time. So, I became friends with him as a result. We had some things in common. We both skateboard. We both play guitar. I'm better at both of them. No, I'm just kidding. He's better at skateboarding than me, but I'm better at guitar than him. Lol, L. But
we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
Number oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Interrupts me, takes over.
Yeah,
you cunt.
We'll get to that in a second.
Said you wanted
it's
me
been
to
a
tell
second.
you wanted me to tell this part.
Hey,
Second.
hey! You guys interrupt me countless times. I interrupt you once, and
Proof?
I apologize.
Proof. You want to go back to the last 2 episodes and count how many times I had to edit out you interrupting people?
Hey, we go back into the episodes. There won't be any instance of me interrupting you.
It's because I cut it all the fuck out.
So there's no proof.
Like
there's
an
no proof.
hour's worth of my editing time is that.
It's not the best with conversations, piggybacking off of, because I always interrupt. But anyways, as Nate
where was
saying,
I? Yeah. Fucking, yeah, number 2, mutual friend. We both had common interests, except his music taste was shittier than mine. And we got into arguments about that all the time, about him just being, like, blatantly wrong about, like, music-related shit. Like, he would be like, oh, yeah, this and this is this, or whatever, something about, like, I don't know, his fucking simple-ass power chord shit. And I'd be like, no, that note's wrong, this and that, and then he would just completely just be like, no, that's wrong, when it's blatantly right. He's just really not the smartest guy. Also, he would join the Discord call and, like, just play his guitar shittily through his shitty amp, and he would not be very good at it, and he would do it so loudly all the time, and just no one would ask for it. And then, like, sometimes he would just, like a heavy metal scream, and he's like, guys, I've been practicing my scream, and then he like just blasts the same chord for like a solid minute straight and just screams along to it, and it just sounds atrocious.
Time out, real quick. Let me just talk to my viewers here.
Okay.
Guys, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Don't
play your instruments or be extremely loud or whatever over the microphone. Make sure you have your toggle mute hotkey set, alright? If someone's in your room, if there's a loud dog barking, baby crying, whatever, just mute your mic. Just mute your mic. It's just the courteous thing to do. Like,
it's one button. Discord lets you see when you're talking. If you see your thing lighting up green and you're not speaking and there's background noise happening, then hit the mute button. Or turn up your noise suppression. Something, man. Do something. but like fucking don't be that guy who joins a call and just like shittily plays your instrument that you're like learning, even though you've been playing for 6 years apparently and have not improved at all since the first year.
Don't play your instrument over like the microphone and stuff like that's so annoying. Like
yeah, for real.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Do not be that guy.
Go on, Nos, shred. No, and only do it if you're asked to. Nos, go on, shred. Fucking
right.
kill it.
Fuck
Shred right now.
He knows how to play, guys.
Amazing work. See, that's why we let him do it.
See,
over
now
Mike,
that's
because
actual
that's
talent.
amazing.
See, that's the performance where you don't have to mute your mic.
Oh my god.
And he didn't have to be obnoxious or scream in the microphone.
You ask and you shall receive. You don't do it when no one asks, especially when there's 5 people in the call playing a video game that requires sound, and you decide, I'm gonna join and just start playing guitar and not add anything at all to the conversation.
No.
Like, dude.
We'd be talking about the most realist fucking shit, and he would just be like, hey guys, I worked on my guitar playing,
And then he would play the most shitty Nirvana riff you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah. But,
just terrible.
I would say no bitches, but he actually does have a girlfriend. Actually, no, I would have to check that. It's been a while since we'll do an Instagram check after the stream. But there's a part I would like to talk about number 2.
Is it his YouTube?
This is YouTube channel.
Yes. Okay. All right.
change the subject. Is this actually what you want to talk about, or did you want to talk about something else?
Oh no, I'm talking about it. I'm talking about this.
Okay, good.
So number 2 has a YouTube channel. Not gonna disclose it here, obviously, but
oh god,
I'm a YouTuber, guys. I'm a YouTuber. You know, rocking the 4K subscribers.
4,000 subscribers. The real Meme Lord Vape.
Kind of a big deal, but I like to think I know what good content is, and I'm not tooting my own horn that's saying my content is good. It's kind of hit and miss, but I at least put some forms of effort into my content. Number 2 tries, but he doesn't really.
He tries very hard.
He tries very hard. He tries super hard, but he shouldn't.
To no avail.
He tries hard, but to no avail. The man's not funny at all. He is not funny at all. And that's coming a lot from me, because I'm not funny myself. But I think I know what would be considered funny. This man plays the...
You know what they say. Takes one to know one.
Absolutely. But this man would play the most stalest memes in his fucking videos. And it's horrible to think that, because, I had to do, a bit for his, because I was in the video doing, a playthrough with him, and I had to, do a scene for the YouTube video. It sucks that my scene was a lot more funnier than the whole video altogether.
Yeah. James edited one part of that video, and it was the funniest part of the video, and the rest was just not.
The rest was just not. And I mean, I don't get I know I'm not funny, but I do have my moments. number 2 just never has his moments.
No.
Yeah.
He tries, but that's the issue. He tries way too hard to be funny.
He used to post on his Snapchat, I've been editing this video for 2 weeks now, and then that shit would come out and I'd watch it and I'd be like, bro, that is 30 seconds of dog shit. That is fucking terrible. That
Bro,
is
it's
so
been-
bad. Oh my god.
This is when you have to sit him down, tell him, listen, number 2, I hate to say this, but you waste 2 weeks of your goddamn life and you're never gonna get those back.
Not gonna lie,
Dang.
if he uploaded these videos that he's making in 2009, he would do fucking numbers. Like, nah, he would
He
do
would've done
fucking
numbers.
numbers.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I
Most of the
think
humor-
you didn't even touch on the worst part about his videos. The worst part about his videos was the fact that his microphone, and his microphone specifically, was always playing in your left ear.
Yes.
Never anywhere else. Constantly
totally
in your left
forgot
ear. 100% of it.
I'm an audiophile, so I fucking hate anything that's at all. That's why I try to get this podcast audio to sound so good. I try to get all my music to sound really nice and pristine.
Yeah,
and clear.
last podcast, we made it sure to record our audio in mono. I thought I selected mono, but it turns out it was stereo.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It was still stereo
but like,
at the time.
it's just easier to deal with mono or whatever. But because then,
but
it's
the
only
audio,
coming
my
through
audio
one
still
end.
sounded fine.
And we don't-
sounded fine,
Yeah,
but
we don't need stereo because we're just fucking talking into microphones for a podcast. We don't need stereo sound. It's just mono's the easier thing to deal with. But
you mean we're all talking at a table?
you're right.
We're all at a.
Into one microphone. That's why. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
why make this one microphone that we're all talking into at this table that we're all really sitting at.
It's like giving your cousin the like shit controller while you have the fantastic controller. I have the the shit side of the mic. You guys got the the fantastic side of the
Yeah,
mic.
exactly. But he would go into he has an XLR microphone and he'd plug it into his mixer, right? Except he would only plug it into the left, and he would record it in stereo, and he would do everything in stereo. So, and he wouldn't change it to mono because usually when you plug into the left, that's the mono port. But he would just keep it on stereo, on his mixer, on everything, and he would only hear him in your left fucking ear, and every video, all of it. I don't know if he's fixed it. I haven't watched any of his recent shit because I haven't talked to him in like a year. But like, oh my god, it was just so aggravating. I would talk to him about it all the time and be like, dude, there has to be a way you can fix that. It's got to be a simple fix. There's no way that you just don't know why your audio is coming through only my left fucking ear. This is so aggravating. And he would still, if I had an audio problem like that, I wouldn't upload anything because I'd be like, man, that sounds like shit. I don't want to, put out shit, But no, man was just so eager that he had to put shit out, even if it was shitty quality. So he did, and my god, is it just bad? It's just terrible. Like, come on.
Oh, man. The two of us would joke about this often.
Very often.
Every new upload was exciting and not for the right reasons.
Yeah,
Right.
exciting because me and Nas would DM each other and be like, "Hey, new dog shit just dropped. Let's fucking go." And then we'd rag on
Hey, yo,
it.
new shit just dropped. No, it's like, it's so funny. It's like, guys, quick, get on YouTube. How not to make a YouTube video just came out with a new part.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ew, this shit was so funny.
It was.
My
it was-
god.
Oh man.
I think he tries too hard to be other people.
Yeah.
I think that's his issue.
Yeah.
He's
was a
trying
big-
to be like Swagger and like the rest of the
Yes!
Misfits. He's trying to be Jay Schley. He's trying to be
like
Noob
Raccoon
3.
Eggs.
Like,
yeah, he's trying to be way too
like-
many people.
be yourself.
Be original, dude. Make your own content.
Normally, I
remember-
say don't be yourself because you're scaring the hoes. But be yourself because you're fucking up the content.
Yeah. Make original content. Don't be a copycat. Take inspiration, but just don't copy.
I had to interrupt, but it kind of piggybacks on both like the Swagger Souls thing and the fact that how he like practices his like death metal screams. He would always try to do the shitty ass fucking Swagger Souls impression.
Oh
all
my
the time,
god,
and,
yeah.
Like, hey guys, I'm Swagger Souls.
I'm Swagger Souls or whatever.
I'm Swagger. I wanted to fucking beat my head with a blunt object. It was so. It was so awful.
I know. Anywho, enough throwing shade at real life people that could totally listen to this, and like this is completely irrelevant to the viewers, and we're just throwing shade at IRL people that we used to be friends with.
You're just talking shit.
Just throwing drama out to the internet.
Listen, if number 1 or number 2 ever listens to this podcast and ever listens to this episode, and we know, take it like this. We're just giving you helpful information about what not to do.
Yes, don't listen to this number 1 and number 2 and cry like a little bitch. Use it as constructive criticism to improve yourselves as people.
And listen, number 2, if you upload another video after watching this podcast,
make it good.
And it's make it good.
Make it good.
My domain podcast diss track.
Yeah, it's just awful.
Why I
it's
hate the
Wonderwall.
domain podcast.
My God.
Oh my God. I don't feel bad because number 1 is an asshole and just a terrible person.
Yeah,
and
I don't
if
feel
you are
bad
listening,
about him.
You know this. You're a terrible person. And number 2 is kind of a terrible person because he hated me for no reason. So, fuck him.
He did hate you for no reason. He was good friends with me though, and we hung out a lot, and it was pretty alright when we hung out. But like, 1, get better at guitar, get better taste in music. 2, get better at making YouTube videos if you really want to ever do something with that.
Yeah.
Sorry to break it to you.
The funny thing with number 2 hating Nas, I can absolutely tell you why the reason for that was.
His content's better.
Yeah.
I'm funnier than him.
Not the obvious reasons.
I'm more attractive.
But like most of the shit that Nas says to people, like, it would come across as like, like, oh, you stupid son of a bitch or something like that. Bro's just joking.
Yeah.
Bro's just the only way to interact. Like I had that issue to begin with, and like I still kind of have that issue a little bit, but like I'm getting better with it.
Yeah, it's hard to tell when
I do make it too easy.
It's hard to tell when Nas is like genuinely being an asshole and joking about being an asshole.
Right.
Because he always sounds genuine.
The whole reason why I'm so easy target and shit is like, 1, I'm white. 2, I'm very white. And 3, I lived like a very sheltered life in the sense that I don't really get into much confrontation. I meant I don't get into much.
Don't care. Didn't ask. Plus you're white.
Plus you're white. L plus ratio.
Plus you're blindingly white.
Cope sees mauled.
And yeah, you're gay. Oh, it's not on.
Fucking reach for the piano. It's not on.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Man,
and you got it ready now? You got it ready for next time, motherfucker?
It's ready.
Turned it on. My God.
No, what was that song you played earlier? Such a beautiful
Yeah, what's
piece.
it called?
It's called Your Mom, and it's an original piece by me, and if you hear it anywhere else, it's copywritten, and I ask you to report them so YouTube can take it down.
Okay.
No one's allowed to play that piece, only me. And
Understandable.
if you see that anywhere, just please let me know, and I will make sure to copyright strike them, because it's not okay for them to play my music without my permission.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, and if anyone says it's by them instead or by someone else, that they're lying. They're trying to gaslight you. Don't listen to them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of recorded for a while. So, yeah, so that's been the Domain Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed a lot, and,
Oh, sorry.
God, I'm trying to do the outro, guys. Come on.
Sorry.
You can't interrupt him like that.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't
James,
interrupt
please.
me. I'm
Continue.
about to end this shit. Okay.
Continue.
So that was the Domain Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys will look for...
Apologies. Sorry. My dailies, man.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
You can't really blame him.
Start over.
Please,
sorry,
yeah.
My bad. I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
This
Just start from the beginning.
Okay. Okay. This has been the Domain Podcast. I hope you guys enjoy. And as... You mother...